Everyone, okay, before we get started, my name is Maya G. On Instagram it's I am Maya G. On YouTube is Maya G the GOAT. What does the GOAT mean? It means the greatest of all time. And my sole purpose here on this vlog is to help you become the greatest of all time of yourself. And we're gonna be doing that through your mental, spiritual, and your physical. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of topics to focus on all three, because that trio there creates the whole package that is yourself. Today's conversation is about sizing up the people that you allow to enter your life. You see, when you have a purpose that you're pushing through, that you're focusing on, you want to be very mindful of the people that you give access to you. See, when we're younger, anybody can have access to us, because most of us don't really have that intuition or that wisdom to size up people and know who actually deserves our company and who doesn't. And some of us not really doing nothing spectacular, so we can really be around just anybody. But once you start living in purpose and you start moving differently, you're getting closer to, the spiritual side, your higher side, you're getting closer to God, you're loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you really don't care about what's going on with everybody else, you're eating better, you're working out, your conversation is changing, and you like moving on purpose, then you can actually be a little pickier on who you decide to, be friends with, who you decide to actually lay up with, who you decide to partner up and, create a relationship with. Actually be picky about those things, because hooking up with the wrong person can leave you, and really in a bad position. I want you guys to comment below, share this message with everybody you know. Anybody you know that would benefit and get some value from this message on sizing up the people in our lives. If you can benefit from this message, be sure to share it with them, all right? No pun intended. A lot of us have friends, childhood friends, people you grew up with, people from around the way that knew you a long time ago. Those people are still looking at you in that same light. Have you grown since then? Because if you haven't grown, then that would make sense. But if you have grown, then you actually need to let them see you in your new light. Now, I'm not saying this in a cocky way. I'm not saying this in an arrogant way, like, oh, I'm so-and-so, I've been here, I've been there, I've done this, I've done that. No. You need to show them how you have evolved to a better person, maybe a more loving person, maybe a more giving person, maybe I don't gossip no more person, maybe I'm getting closer to God person, maybe I'm working on my relationship person. You need to let people see that you are evolving, and if they want to remain in your life, they will need to level up just like you. Otherwise, they're just gonna be in your distant past. They don't have to be next to you, because when you're sizing people, you wanna make sure you keep those that are moving forward movers, to be close to you. And the ones that are still stuck in 2010, 2000, 1985, still rocking that 1997 haircut, those people, you want to leave them behind, because they're not going to do nothing but hold you up, and they're not going to give you any type of respect for the improvement you've made in your life thus far. And a lot of time what happens is, when people are not moving forward, they don't want you to move forward. They want you to stay right here with them where it's comfortable. And we all know there's no growth in comfort zone, because if you're trying to grow, you got to get out that comfort zone. You have to be willing to stand out. You have to be willing to be judged. You have to be willing that people throwing stones at you because you leveled up now and you don't want to just be seen just anywhere. So yeah, you have to size up the company that you keep. You have to. Doesn't matter if you got $2 in the bank. You need to size up the people you put in your life. Because if you don't size up the people that you put in your life, they'll be the main people that be ready to tear you down when they can't have their way with you. So you got to size them up. So 3 ways to size up people that are currently in your life. Number 1, depending where you are on your journey, how somebody speaks tells you everything about them. If they're very negative, you can only imagine what their mind is looking like. And if you're working on your mindset, you're trying to become more positive, and you claim that you've gotten closer to God, you want to make sure that the conversation that you're keeping reflect what's going on in your heart. Because if you're speaking negative things, what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart is all negative. You ain't fooling nobody, so size yourself up. If the company that you're keeping is still having negative conversation, they're still stuck in the past, those people, you got to size them up. They're not on your level. I mean, I'm not saying for you to be rude, but you got to limit the amount of time that you spend with those people, because you have to get rid of the things that will no longer serve you. And if these people are not elevating to that mental that you're going to, they're not serving you. They're holding you up. That's that dead weight. That's that dead weight that's holding you back. And who wants that? Okay? How to size up people. Number 2. Oh, Maya, it's not right. You know, you can't be sizing up people. You know, I've been friends with them since whatever. They say, and I guess studies have shown, and I honestly agree to this. If you hang out with 4 broke people, guess who's number 5? That's right, you. It's important for you to put yourself in circles of progress, circles of movement, circles of prosperity and abundance. And abundance is not always about money. Abundance could be people with abundant their spirituality, maybe with the way they eat, maybe the way they treat people, loving people. When you're leveling up, the energy of prosperity and the energy of gossip or negativity, they're not on the same level. So if you're trying to get to the level where you're making boku money, the real good positive energy money, not that credit card scam money, not that rob that person money, not that hold that coattail of that individual money, but real money vibrates at the level of love, at the level of abundance, at the level of positivity. Okay, so if you're trying to get to that level, you're trying to get to the level where when you walk in a room, I mean, all the heads are spinning and looking at you because you're vibrating so bright. Okay, you want to be in a level up energy. You want to size up the people that you're hanging around, because if you're hanging around hobos, let me tell you something. Somebody can have money, okay, and still be a hobo. Let's get this right. The amount of money you have in the bank, okay, does not determine what type of person you are, because it's hard to build character with people that got a little chump change in the bank. It's the people that's on their way to the top that you see them working on their character. Those are the people you want to vibe with, depending where you are on your journey, okay? And remember, when you get to the top, turn around and grab somebody and help them come up. Don't kick them. Don't kick them in the teeth. You know what I'm saying? If you really see them trying, turn around and grab their hand and bring them up to your level. You may not be able to do it while you're on your way up, because that crab in the barrel stuff, that stuff is real. You're going to probably be able to do it when you have sustained enough leverage to where you can actually help other people. All right, so that's step number 2. The way they're conversing tells you what's in their heart and what's in their mind. There's no such thing as somebody saying something mean or destructive or insulting and turn around and say, oh, I was just joking, I was just kidding. No. Okay, positive people are on some other stuff. They're not going to entertain negative conversation. You're just not going to do it. If everybody is piling up over here, gossiping, talking mad junk, positive people, there's no blessing in mess. If you want to be in mess, you're going to be in distress. There's no blessing in mess. Okay? There's no blessing in mess. So if you want to be blessed, you got to get away from mess. It's that simple. It's a simple thing. So step number 2, you're gonna sizen up who needs to be in your life. You're gonna watch how they speak, how they think, what's their motive. Because if you're a thief, if you're a liar, if you're always putting people down, you're not going places. I'm sorry. You cannot be in church praying and come out of church gossiping. Those two don't go together. You're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling the universe. You're not fooling, the higher version of yourself, the God in yourself. You're not fooling that. So be congruent on what you are doing. When you're congruent, then you can actually be real when you pick the people that's going to be around you. Okay? You need to see yourself as special enough to not just keep the company of just anybody. That's it. Step number 2. Step number 3, you want to see the level of passion people have. Not passionate people, they're very dangerous. Okay? If they're not passionate about themselves, they're not passionate about their purpose, but you're passionate, you're on your mission, you're moving on your purpose, those people tend to be very, very jealous, dangerous. And let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than a jealous human being. Especially a jealous human being who may be stuck in, really small-mindedness, still believe in, scarcity. They still have a scarcity mindset. They don't truly don't believe in what abundance means. Those people are by far the most dangerous ever to have in your life. They will know your intimate secret and they will use it to destroy you. So as you are sizing up your circle, sizing up your levels, you go into the next level. Guard yourself by keeping your circle small. Hell, if you even have a circle, and sizing up the people around you at a level up from you. Whether they're leveling up mentally, spiritually, they need to be ahead of you in a sense that you want to be at a level where they can bring you some value. Because if they can't bring you no value, what's the point? What's the point? Even family members you got to be cautious with, because there are family members, brothers and sisters, who don't want you to outdo them. And because they don't want you to outdo them, they'll plant bad seeds in your head. They'll make you think the direction that you're going is no good, even though your heart tells you, that's it, that's the one. That you want to do that. Yeah, you want to go that way. But you'll have family members, people you trust with your heart, with your life, trying to steer you in a different direction. And if you don't know who you are, you might actually get caught off guard and be pushed out of where you're supposed to go. I'm going to help you out. When I'm sizing people, I'm listening to how they think. I'm watching to how they move. Lastly, I watch how I feel when I'm around them. So the three things that we're gonna be using, I always go with 3. 3 is my number. On a mindful thing, we're gonna watch how they think. On the spiritual thing, we're gonna see how their heart function, how they feel. And then on the last thing, we're gonna watch how they move on a physical aspect. So that's the 3 ways you want to, size up your friends, size up your lover. So anyway, my name is Maya G. Yes, Maya G, the GOAT on YouTube. Follow me, subscribe, share this message with everybody you know. I am Maya G on Instagram. My job here is to elevate, motivate you, and we're gonna do it through your mindset, your spirituality, and your physical, because they all work what? Together. Guys, that's the message for today. Until then, remember, I love you.